بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين صدق الله العظيم اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, by the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Jalla wa ala, we are learning some of the wisdom and rules, principles of the path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and how to guide and administer the path. So firstly, if myself I am suffering, then I won't be the best guide. Yeah, I can give dawah. Guiding is something else. You need then also for yourself to have it. For example, one is dawah, like people say, oh, shall we not give dawah? Then no, you should give dawah whatever you have. I can give you dawah. Come and drink this orange juice, come and drink this mango juice, come and drink. Actually, I can give dawah. There is no harm in there. But to give the juice, you have to have the juice in your hand or in your possession. That's something which many people are confused and they don't understand about this. When we say that act upon the teachings of Islam and thing, they say, oh, this means we can't give dawah to others. No, dawah is just actually dawah. Giving, guiding the person is something else. We are asking you to give dawah. We're not asking you to everyone to guide people on the except those who want to guide and who want to learn to guide. So anyone can call, for example, people, I'm calling you for Umrah. But then taking to Umrah is a completely different whole thing. You need knowledge, you need to be there, you need hotels there, you need some guide, etc., all those things. So understand, between dawah, everyone can give towards deen, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned, ballighu anni walau ayah, that even convey from me, even if it's one sentence. So that doesn't mean you are administrating the person, coaching the person to the path to Allah. That means that you have invited him towards a good thing. That's very good. Invite him towards paradise, towards the qurb of Allah. And when they want to come, then there will be other people who can guide them further. But from the dawah point of view, don't restrict yourself and sit, oh, I'm not pious, righteous, I can't give. So one should be clear about that as well. Secondly, many of the people who are not progressing on the path to Allah Azza wa Jal, there are few primary reasons for that. Number one, that they have learned the path, the know-how of the path, the objectives of the path, the ultimate aim of the path, the conditions, and also have done some practice, but all that is in their heads only. Heads, tongues and heads and ears. It has not come to the heart. That's the problem. So you know all about sabr, you should be very patient, you shouldn't have anger, but it's all in the head. Like I gave the example the other day of conscious and subconscious mind. It's actually the heart actually which we're talking about. Subconscious is also part of mind, but when it goes to the heart, that's when it becomes the software. That's when it runs the body, because the heart is the king of the body. That's why Rasulullah didn't say that when anyone's mind is good, the person is good. He said when the heart is sound, whole the body is sound. When the heart is pure state, the whole body comes. Yes, purification of the mind is part of it. It helps the heart to become purified. That's why we have a purification of body, mind, and then actually the heart. Because they're all helping for the purification of the heart. So, let's say, for example, we were talking about prayers. When the prayer is 4:15, there are people who come in second rakat, always. Or tashahhud. I'm not talking about there can be other reasons. Person is ill, person have come out, he've done wudu and now his wudu broke here. So that person maybe once a week, something like this, twice a week, he can also be. Sometimes he come from a journey, coming from outside, you know, have control over time. You come from London and the Jama'ah is going on. So obviously you, instead of just actually leaving the Jama'ah, you take whatever Jama'at is left. So I'm not talking about these type of people. I'm talking about those who are regular. When the prayer is 7 o'clock, they're still in the second rak'ah. Nowadays, for example, they still join there. Or the first rak'ah, they will miss that. So what's the problem? 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they are same. The problem is the Jama'ah, significance of Jama'ah is in their head, in their heart is not there. In their heart, there's insignificance. They have the program which is running in the heart, it says, join in the first rakat always, or second rakat. Never join, never go before. That's the program which is running. And that's why they are running on as well. The program they have, that's what they are on as well. So it doesn't matter, prayer is 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. They'll be always late. They don't know him themselves why they're late. Because their software is there, doing it again and again. As actually, it was developed there, now the program. The late software is installed. So they will be mostly 90% of the late. Now, same is this. 10 years ago, you still have anger problem. It's not the anger problem, it is problem with yourself, how to actually sort yourself out. Anger problems, they can take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. But 10 years you still have anger issue. I still have pornography issue. The thing is that the installation in the heart is of the anger. So anger program is there. So the heart says, when anyone do anything you don't like, when anyone disagree, just burst out. That's the program. So it doesn't matter what's in the head. That's what's going to run the show. That's what's going to come running. Similarly, is people who, as I said, late in prayer or late in whatever other things and some other things as well. They still, wherever they were first day, first, you may say, week or first year, and then they are stationary now. They have good thoughts, wishful thinking. They want to be billionaire, but they don't want to work or do anything. So this is one issue with many of the people who are on the path to Allah. That's everything is in the head, nothing is installed in the subconscious, in the heart actually. And until something doesn't go from the software, which is a program, which is not installed in the iPad or computer, It's not going to run on that. No matter the update is already there. Software has come, but it's not installed. So try to understand this. ये जो हमारे लोग जो कई कह रहे हैं जी बड़े साल हो हजरत पता नहीं क्या हो गया, तरक्की नहीं हो रही। तरक्की इसीलिए नहीं हो रही कि वो सारा कुछ दिमाग में तरक गया है रह रह के। वो दिल में आएगा तो तरक्की होगी, और दिल में बंदे का आने नहीं दे रहा। दिल के अंदर वो तरक है यानी गंद है, तो वही हो जाए। दिमाग के अंदर अच्छी चीज़ भी है तो वो दिल के अंदर जब तक नहीं आएगी वो चीज़। सो ऑल दोज पीपल देखें ना, तहज्जुद पढ़ना ये कोई एक दिन का, पीपल हु आर फॉर ईयर्स दे हैव नॉट, रोज़ा रखना इट्स नॉट इन इंस्टॉलेशन, वो कभी अमल कर लेंगे, दैट्स नॉट एक्चुअली इंस्टॉल्स हिम व्हेन यू आर डूइंग समथिंग जस्ट। जिस तरह वो फोर्स एक्शन होता है, फोर्स्ड एक्शन, फोर्स क्लोजर, force start, push start, dhakka start, that can, one time it can start, but not all the time. Someone can push your car, okay, it will start, but not every time now it will stop, it won't. You have to have your own system for that. So, but the beauty of this system is that once it's installed, the problem is over. You just actually act upon, you are on the auto system. But you have to pass that barrier, you have to pass that. It doesn't matter you sit in the Kaaba for 40 years, Abu Jahl and all these people were there. Or even if you are in the heavens for 40 years, Shaitan was more than 40 years there. But he is not facing his demons. Installation is of kibr. Installation is of arrogance. That's going to play out. So then the danger is the heart that uses the mind as well, for it slaves the mind as well. It enslaves the mind. Then the person is in a big problem. That the mind which was supposed to work for you, now it's going to work against you. It's going to work for Shaitan instead of you. It is in your head, but it will work against you. So majority who are not, in spite of knowing, in spite of studying, scholarly knowledge, in spite of being, saying I am related to, I am a member of this club, Sufi club, or member of this tariqah, or this Shaykh, anything. But installation, inside they have shaitanic software which is running. They have not installed that little bit. Let's say, so this is one reason. And all those who are sitting who have any problem, it can be fixed. You should know that. Like 2 + 2 4 की तरह. It can be fixed. नहीं ना, हज़रत पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है, हम बताते हैं वो क्या हो रहा है, क्या करना है. ठीक है, you're right, I don't know what is happening. Okay, we'll tell you what is happening and what you need to do to actually fix that issue. तो कोई ऐसा इशू नहीं है कि जो सॉल्व नहीं हो सकता. कुरान अल्लाह पाक ने भेजा है. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Quran specially for the path to Allah. So there is nothing which is not there. And in the Sunnah, you have the detail. कोई ऐसी quality नहीं which you can't acquire. There is no quality which you cannot, a bad quality which you can install. तो फिर क्या मसला? आप इधर like sitting ducks बैठे रहेंगे, सारी जिंदगी बैठे रहें, वो आपके अंदर ही रहेगा. तो ये जिक्र करने से, बयान करने से ये चीज़ें नहीं बदलती. they never change life. वो helpful measures है. They help you. They are helpful. They are supportive. But actually, you need to, as I mentioned, to learn and practice that amal for so many times repetitively that it sinks and it shifts from the mind to the heart. Sometimes iman also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلَمَّا يَدْخُلُ الْإِيمَانُ فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ, that iman is also in the mind and the seed is in the heart. But in actual fact, the difference comes when the iman also comes in the heart. Not only the seed, but actually. Second reason, so say this is first reason, so you know where your problem is, its solution is there. If you don't, it will be there. The problem will be there. You know how, now actually it can be. That's why the teachers, mentors are there actually. Second reason is that wherever there is deficiency, we don't want to remove that. We want to remove ourselves from the situation, but not the actual problem which is within us. So wherever we go, if you have cancer, it doesn't matter you are in the hospital or you are in the home or you are in the garden, cancer will be in you. Let's say I am getting on with you, we say, okay, this is brother of Tariq, this is sister, brothers, etc. Oh, I can't get on with this. Okay, you have personality clash. Okay, instead of this person, okay, can you get on with this one? Yes. Okay, we are fine. But that doesn't rectify your situation. The evil in you, the cancer in you is still there. The person has changed. You are not changed. It's only a matter of time you show true colors to the other, then the other will say, oh, I have problem with this person as well. Or the other will say, oh, this person is doing. Only. Everyone is good until you don't come closer to them and you don't deal with them because their demon, the problem is in with you. That's no solution. Okay, the work can carry on, but you will be in trouble, meaning your problem will be there. So in actual fact, where there was to the solution, you have ran away from there. Oh, I can't get on with this person because actually this and this, and I have personally, he doesn't understand me, doesn't appreciate me, etc. This, okay, I'll get on with this one. I'll change my job. I'll change this. I'll change my spouse. It's just a matter of time. When you have a new spouse, they will also actually have the same thoughts or the same treatment and same perception as the others. It's only a matter of time. After 2 years. But it is the quality, it is those things. Let's say if I know I have a problem with anger, head on I should actually deal with it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places different people in your life to show you mirror, to bring your goodness and your weaknesses out. So some people bring your goodness out, some people bring your negative side out. And they are unknowingly they are doing a favor to you, and you think, okay, I don't want to get on with this person, this job or whatever. So second reason I'm saying they're not facing their actual, whatever is their anger issue, whatever is their other things they can be, and they avoid, like ostrich closing their eyes, like a cat when it catches a pigeon closes eye, thinks there's such a situation like this. You should be, in other words, rather than what you can do easily, dhikr, tahajjud, prayer, you should be focusing on those things which are difficult for you. Yeah, this person is getting on my nerves. He should be in my heart, not on my nerves. So I will have to work out something, how actually I can get out this thing out of it and get this person, because this is the situation. Or this, whatever it is. So I have two reasons I mentioned. That one is that all the goodness, knowledge thing is there in your head. It's not coming into your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind and the heart is running your life. So installation, you have the shaitanic software. Here you have Muhammadan software, but it's just sitting there. It's not loaded up. It's not uploaded. So it's running whatever is uploaded, whatever version is there actually. Second, I mentioned that until you do not face your hot buttons, your weaknesses, or that personality traits and things head on, no matter you're doing worship, but that problem is still there. Like Shaitan was doing worship, but the problem is there. So how did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring his weakness out? When interacting with the creation, interaction with Adam and with angels, they were different kind. So he had no problem with that, because they are different kind. He knew they are angels. Now there is a creation who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to make them representative, give them freedom, make them Khalifa. So now actually he said, no, I don't want to prostrate in front. If he did, his problem would have. And so there are two types of categories. Once you bring them and show them that this is your problem, brother, sister, they become rebellious like snake, cobra snake, and they become like that. Oh, me? No, I'm not doing this. I'd rather die by doing this. Why don't you kill your nafs rather than you killing yourself? Many people will say, oh, brother, you are not doing this job very well, this department or this dawah. Oh, I'm quitting. This, what does that mean? That evil will be in me. I'm not going to quit the evil, but I'll quit myself. Rather, the wisdom was, he should have said, like, I will quit. I won't quit. I will let the evil quit. I won't throw the baby with the bath water. But that's how their mind plays and shaitan plays. ये काम आप खिदमत ठीक नहीं कर रहे, आप खाना अच्छा जी कर लो, मैं खत्म, मैं नहीं करना. This means that is the scenarios you have. So this is the third thing which many people use and many people say. As soon as things, they are faced with their weakness, they say we will quit. Meaning they can't quit they don't want to quit from the evil trait, but they want to quit from the good work. That's not wisdom. It's an unwise thing. If they were wise, they would have said, yeah, I will quit. It was wise for the shaitan to say, yes, I prostrate in front of Adam al-Islam. I quit this arrogance. So what did he quit? He said, I quit from worship of Allah rather than quitting from my arrogance and my kibr and my hasad. So that is very dangerous. So primarily the da'i, they should know, actually, especially that they are not, if they are suffering, it can be one of these three categories which I mentioned. That the all information is coming in the conscious mind, is still there, everything they know. They can upload all Sahai Sitta and Tafasir, but it's all there. Nothing in the heart. Until it's installed, it's not going to. Even 5 prayers are not installed. Program of I am Alim, I am Hafiz, I am Wali, but 5 prayers is not in my life fully. So installation to wo bhi nahi hui. It's not been installed. So how to do that? You have listened many of my discourses and things. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Difficult is to do it at once. But how the Mashayikh and how the Quran has taught, it's easy. It's just a matter of repeating something. Repeating something again and again, and with some dhikr and things, and that problem actually eradicated, and the good thing actually comes in the person. And secondly, as I said, that any weakness, anything, head on, deal with that first. That is the problem. Other things are not the problem. You can pray well, if you can recite well, or whatever. So wherever the issue, a car is running, everything is fine. The problem is with the brakes. Fix the brakes. Don't run away. Don't actually turn a blind eye from there. House is fine, but your toilet is not working, so fix the toilet. Don't turn a blind eye, because actually it will overflow and things will happen. Unfortunately, that's what many people do. So these three matters I mentioned, one should know. And in that, there should be sufficient solution if one wants to attain and consult and things, etc. Okay, well, lastly, one thing which I want to mention about Dawah and Da'i. See, who have studied marketing, sales or marketing from you? You have? You have as well? MashaAllah. What is the philosophy of marketing and sales? What is the nucleus, something, on which it runs, meaning the most important background?
Features and benefits. You have to pitch the features and benefits. They always talk about that in sales.
Right.
You talk about the features and the benefits.
Okay. ठीक, that's fine. Yes. What do you think, Siraj? What? It's number game. Okay. Yes, you were saying something. If the price is low, then everyone. So why all people don't go in pound store and buy? Prices are low. Yes. Bismillah. Bismillah. Yes, alhamdulillah, that's good as well. Yeah. Or who studied marketing, sales? Okay, anyway, you see, most important thing in the philosophy of marketing and sales is that whatever they want to advertise, be it billboard, be it advert, be it poster, be it TV, be it print media, the idea is one central idea. All others are after it. All others are, you may say, covers and packaging of it, strategy, is that I want to, let's say, sell something. So the idea behind marketing and of sales, and the central idea is when they advertise everywhere, is that they're trying to convey to the mind, the psychology of people, that if you don't buy this, you will be in loss. Some kind of loss. This is just one idea. Benefit to ye, the second thing, but this is the crux, and you may say the actual, that is when actually the sales and everything goes up. That if you do not buy this thing, you will have loss of status. If you don't have this latest iPad, people will think you are low status. So a person thinks, oh, my friends are going to look down upon me, you see. Or I will suffer status-wise, or actually comfort-wise. You won't have the comfort. If you have a voice-triggered system in the house, then you don't have to get up, for example. Otherwise, you have to get up, etc. Whatever. Central idea is that if you don't buy this product service, you will suffer. Then what they do is, then everyone, whoever can, they try, and whoever can't even, they try to borrow and think, yeah, we want to do it, we want to do it. This is the thing. They don't promote, this is not promotion or sales idea, that they say, oh, please buy our juice, we want to make money. Please buy our plate because we need to make some profits. Please come, we'll be out of job, we'll be out of business. This is not the ideology. Ideology, they don't actually mention about themselves. They mention about the person and what you will suffer if you don't have this. Now that is what the Da'i should do actually regarding Dawah as well. We are giving Dawah upside down. We are actually, that's saying, yeah, please, if you don't buy actually this plate, I will be out of job, I can't pay money. They will say, well, we are not bothered about that. But once you say, well, if you have this plate, the plate will fly, and the plate will actually go around and come to you again. Then a person might think, yeah, well, I can do many things with it. So the mistake which we are doing regarding the deen, or that many of the people do regarding dawah, we are as though putting the deen and the prophet and the Quran as though they are in need of people. Please follow sunnah. As though Rasulullah is in need, or the sunnah. Please worship Allah as though Allah is in need of worship. Please actually act upon the deen as though the deen is. Please recite Quran as though the Quran, at least recite one page of Quran. As though the Quran is in need of you. If you don't recite, then there will be some deficiency. You see, that's having detrimental effect on dawah and people. It's going up because actually the appreciation is not actually there. Okay? Because we are not, the actual thing was that we would express and demonstrate, if you don't worship, if you don't have connection with Allah, you are going to suffer. And if we are able to explain how they are going to suffer, they will automatically come. And even people are against them, they will still come. If we are able to demonstrate and convey to people that if you don't act upon Rasulullah teaching, you will be in loss, because you will be on, if you go opposite to that, you will be following the devil footstep. And you don't want to follow devil footstep. If we are able to convey that if you will be in loss if you don't follow, then the person himself will follow. That second thing which you said, benefits to him. You can show that as well. Third, the Quran, that if you don't act upon Quran, you will be in loss. If you don't recite, you will be lost, not the Quran. Sunnah, same thing. Deen, same thing. Islam, tazkiyah, purification, the path to Allah. That if you are not purified, that's what loss will happen to you. So rather than saying, come please do tazkiyah, it's a very good thing. Come follow Quran, it's a very good thing. So that's not actually moving people's mind. It's not changing people's mind. So one should, when one is, like say, mentoring and coaching seekers, or you are giving dawah in general as well, this thing will be in your mind that you should convey, you should come across, the point should come across that the person thinks, if I don't have this, I'm done with. And that's true. People are marketing, sales, and they are in dunya, they can actually convince you that if you don't have this, you are left behind, or you will suffer, etc., etc. And people are buying, even we don't need things, we are buying because actually they are just, and then if a person benefits that, like actually more and more, and nurun ala nur, light upon light. So this principle always should be the mind of da'i. I don't want to devalue the deen, the sunnah and thing, and begging like, please come to the masjid, please come, for you should, dawah means actually that convey the message in such a way that actually, that they realize that if they don't come, they are at loss. And then they will think about it. So this one can, as I said, there are many ways one can do that about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Jalla Majduhu, about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, about the Quran, about the deen. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran. لَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذْ بَعَثَ فِيهِمْ رَسُولًا. That Allah has done favor upon believers, that He has sent a messenger. But what we are doing is we are thinking, now we are bringing people as though we are doing favor to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam by following his deen. Oh yes, I am doing the work of deen. I am doing the work of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I am helping him as though I am doing favor to him. Rather, The reality is that I am doing favor to myself, not him. But that way, if you have devalued, you have not actually given the due right of significance to deen. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, مَا قَدَرُ اللَّهَ حَقَّ قَدْرِ, that they have not valued, appreciated the value, the significance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as actually they should. And one of the reason is because the ones who are giving dawah, they become like beggars. They actually invite like beggars and things actually, so people don't have value. So once you know that they are going to suffer, but you have to convey the message with the wisdom that they feel that they will suffer if they don't follow, and moreover they need that. It is their need. Regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like I mentioned the other day, that why people are not peace, because everything is unstable. Is fluid. It can be taken away. Someone can take away wealth. Someone can take away your life. Someone can take away your children. Someone can take away your money. So how can you be at peace when you have all this worry that something can be taken away from you? Because someone can be bribed. So if you want to become at peace, it's only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah Jalla Majduhu, who no one can overpower, no one can take away, no one can actually overpower, no one can bribe, no one can pressurize or anything. So it is said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَن يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ اسْتَمْسَكَ بِالْعُرْوَةِ الْوُثْقَى. Whoever iman, relationship with Allah, he has held a very, very strong handle. Meaning, lan fisam, it will never leave him. Rather, Allahu waliyul ladina amanu, Allah will help those who have a relationship with him. So once let you convey to people, look, you are interested in the wealth and health, and all these things can take away, time can take away from you. But regarding Allah Jalla Majduhu, Shaitan cannot overpower him, people cannot, angels cannot, even death. Allah is free from death. So even death comes to you, Allah, your relationship is still sound. If day of judgment comes, your relationship is still sound. So then a person thinks, oh yes, all things which I have, that's reality. They are, someone can take away, someone can actually defraud me, some other thing. But here the thing is that if you don't let go, then you are safe. But other thing is, someone is holding very tight to his wealth, but other person might actually be strong. Someone loves his wife or very much, but she might not. She might turn her actually back, or someone else might impress her. So this is one point of the dawah, which and always a person should be nurturing the seekers and the mentees on these lines, that they are in need, they are at loss if they don't do dhikr or they don't follow, and that's reality. Whilst the dunya and people of dunya have convinced other people they are at loss if they don't buy their products, although really they are not at loss. Some of the very affluent or rich person, they don't buy things which actually even poor people or middle classes buy actually, because there is some kind of lackness and actually there. So, inshallah, if you ponder over the 3 points which I mentioned, firstly are related to you, that who are not able to change or who want to change or who think they are stuck. And this one is for everyone, for you and others to administer. And one of the principles of giving dawah, always first thing in your mind, that I've stood up, I want to sell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's qurb, meaning portray to people, selling meaning actually convey to people in such a way that they feel at the end of my talk, they feel that if they don't have this thing, they are at loss. And if they have, they will be very, very lucky and very, very fortunate. And then, alhamdulillah, people become actually motivated to actually come and think. Jazakumullah ahsana jaza. Now, if there's anything you want, firstly, you have not understood regarding what the points I mentioned, and also any message, any feedback, or anything anyone wants to give a useful message, if they want, they can do as well.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Aziz Sahab, so I think this experience that I just had in this in the muraqabah refers to the third point that yourself mentioned about Dawah, where yourself mentioned where we have to not beg for people to come to the Zawiyahs, but rather we should show the people what happens we don't. And I think this is what came in my experience. It was a strong message from Sayyidi Abdul Qadir Jani Rahmatullah Alayh, and with your blessed permission, I can relate. If
Yes, please do.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I transferred and it felt as if Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jani Rahmatullah Alayh entered the Zawiyah. It felt as if they said to me, here before you is Sayyidina Ahmad Dabbagh, the reviver of this deen. The one who has laid down the foundations and the one who has perfected the path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yet look how empty this Zawiyah is. You seekers don't understand who you have in front of you, nor do you appreciate this, and nor do you deserve this. Many of you never knew that your teacher was coming, so you stayed at home and missed the majlis. What kind of pathetic love is this? Love of the teacher is love for his mission. Many of you brothers who serve in your departments bicker like children and lack energy. You sit and lie down like dead wood. Then you ponder why the tariq isn't growing as it should be. Then the Ghawth, Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Rahmatullah Alayh, then select me and gave me a lot of personal advice, which if I shared, I'd be banished out of the Zawiyah. Then they warned me to tell others that if you don't get purified in the physical presence of Hazrat Sayyidina Ahmad Dabbagh, Damat Barakatum, then how on earth will you be purified when the Master isn't here? I saw the likes of Imam Qais and Dr. Shah, they stood out. They mentioned these are examples of true seekers who serve Sayyidina Ahmad Dabbagh day and night. You people don't understand what they and their likes have been through. However, it is a shame that there's only a few true seekers. The time for Nasihah is over. Your teacher has given enough Nasihah. If you are too lazy and pathetic to change, then that is your luck. There are many brothers who are yet to join the tariq, who will take this tariq to each city on this earth. They will sit in cities around the globe, from Africa to Asia, mentioning the stories of Sayyidina Ahmad Dabbagh, similar to the way people speak about myself. They will be the true lovers of Sayyidina Ahmad Dabbagh. They will spread their path with all their effort and energy without having spent a single second in the physical company of Hazrat Sayyidina Ahmad Dabbagh, Damat Barakatuhum. The time is extremely nigh when the false will be separated from the true, the fake from the real, the time wasters from the true. All will then be raised on the day of judgment, and only there will they truly realize who is the master, who is the reviver, who is the teacher, Sayyidina Ahmad Dabbagh. Then finally, Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Rahmatullah Alayh then asked me to request a dua of my choice from the teacher physically. And I beg you, O my teacher, I am your pathetic, your sinful, your insincere, your unworthy seeker who has come to your door seeking your compassion and mercy. I beg you, O my teacher, that you ask and implore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant yourself perfect health and a long life. Seekers like myself will become lost again. You rescued me and you picked me up. Then you made me your own. I'm unworthy. I am full of sin. But you shower your compassion and your mercy upon me. Oh, my teacher, we cannot lose yourself. Please, we implore you, beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please beg them to keep your blessed self here as long as possible. And I seek forgiveness for my sins and shortcomings.
Okay, mashallah, anyone who reads the khutbat and the speeches and the Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jalani, rahimahullah ta'ala, they can feel the same dignity and majesty in their message. And it is mostly self-explanatory. Every word is very clear for yourself and myself. Again, emphasizing upon that we are in need, and anyone who want to change, the way of change is in front of them, meaning actually it's very possible they can change and they can become highest level of their self, their version, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created them. They have the potential to do that. And that is truth. Actually, everyone you see who came to this life, mostly Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jalani, but the Sirul Aziz himself lived we say long life, but 90 years old is not a very long life, because 45 years, 50 years he was in doing mujahada and actually focusing on himself, and only last 45 years or so he and then some listened, some didn't listen. This is happening, but it is, as he mentioned, it's a blessing for those who, blessed are those who heed and learn and practice the message, and they become forever blessed by the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. Yes, health, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see, we should not think we are going to annihilate as such. Death is just actually a transfer, like from one room, one realm to the other realm. We live forever, but the problem is living ever in bliss or actually in agony and pain. That is the important thing. So it is fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that what Allah Azza wa Jal gives the person, be it a blessing or be it a musibah, that's the message, the benefits, certain things in there as well. Mashallah, everyone should hear and heed the words and mashallah. Try to practice. As I said, if anyone is having difficulty, they should see one of the stars or myself, so that their issues and their problem can actually be solved.
So I have just one brief one.
Wish there be question, any question?
Anyone have any question regarding the session which has been delivered now? The 3 lessons, how to apply ourselves, and also in terms of dawah, that how to create that want and the person that we're talking. So in this, if you want more clarification, please do ask. Just put your hand up, but the good farm would go with the mic. Anything from the Zoom? There's no anyone feedback, anyone wants to say anything?
Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanallah bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم استر عيوبنا وأمن روعتنا واخفضنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة. يا أول الأولين يا آخر الآخرين يا راحم المساكين ارحمنا في الدنيا والآخرة. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, by your fadl and rahmah, forgive our shortcomings and wrongdoings and our sins, major and minor. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, we are all sinful, except actually the one who you protect. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, by your fadl and grace. Accept our good deeds and forgive our wrongdoings and enable us to act upon the teachings which you have sent through Quran and the Prophet al-Islam and to the Mashayikh and Awliya and Sulaha. Enable us to live by Islam, die with Iman, resurrected with the pious righteous. Give us spiritual, physical, psychological health. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, give us all shifa from whatever we suffer from. And when we are healthy, enable us to be thankful, enable us to use our potential and our energy and our health and wealth actually in your path and for your pleasure, Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Have mercy upon all the Ummah of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Guide the non-people who don't have faith with the light of Iman and faith, the sinner with the light of Dawah, the pious with the right light of acceptance and qabuliyah. Anyone who is going through any difficulty, family matter, social or problems or financial or otherwise spiritual, Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Guide them, alleviate and relieve them out of it by your fadl and rahmah, Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyi al-ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam taslima. Ameen.
I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. But this waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. My Lord, show me right.